All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Green and Black. This is Mike, and live from the road is my man Justin. Buddy, how you doing?
Meow, beep, 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 beep. I'm just driving. I'm flying on my dragon, guys. Syraxis. I'm
He's
doing.
he's on the way.
I am on my way to King's Landing, but we got to make we got to talk about this. We waited too long. That's on me. On this, but we got to talk about this crazy episode, Mike. The penultimate episode never disappoints, in my opinion.
Well, apparently it disappointed a few people, but not me.
Not me too. Yeah, well, they bugging.
Yeah, this is, although I was expecting a battle. I think we talked about this. I was expecting to see Tumbleton. Apparently, this is what they've been saving the dragon money up for. So,
Yeah, those they listen. I think they put some of that dragon money to good use. That's and I know we're gonna talk about that scene soon, but that was
yeah.
some wild stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and the episode is called The Dragon in Winter, so it makes sense that this is going to be a dragon heavy episode.
Yes, yes, Dracarys. I'm so glad to finally hear that word again. So good.
All right, so let's start digging into it. So we start off with Helena having one of her many dreams. I guess this is the one. The first one is the one where she walks out and she finds the wagon with the gray mare. We're not really sure what's going on there. But Rhaenyra comes to see her, and Rhaenyra wants to, she's playing all good sister for a minute, but
Mhm.
then
Having some
she
little
kind of gets
time.
down. She kind of gets down to what she wants.
Yeah, I honestly, Mike, that scene was a tough watch for me because, as you know, since 2022, I've been Team Rhaenyra, man. But seeing Rhaenyra in that light, treating poor sweet Helena like that, I don't know, Mike. Like my emotions is changing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking along the same. Like Rhaenyra is becoming more and more unhinged, and we'll get to that one particular thing. I think toward as we get towards the end, but as Aegon seems to be pulling it together. So it's interesting watching the path that these two are on. But yeah, she is very much, she's like, okay, so what do you see in your dream? And Helena's Helena, and she's like, oh, I see birds and butterflies and gray and a gray mare. And she's like, well, what about Aegon? What about Aemon and Vhagar? She's like,
See, just
she
get to the
wants
point.
particulars.
Give me the spoilers. I want the spoilers of all this stuff. Tell me what's gonna happen.
It's like that's not the way visions work, Rhaenyra.
Yeah, come on now. She's trying to force upon it. She's so funny. She says, I tried my best as a sister, but I may compel you as your queen. I was like, ooh, there. You might want to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're talking about, how, their father didn't like to ride his dragon and I think Helena makes this point about, oh, the dragon, how the
I
dragons
think
change us.
our father felt the same way. He renounced the strength of dragons and embraced a quieter life.
He did not wish to be changed.
You believe the dragons alter us in some way?
You now have many dragons. Are you yourself not altered?
No. Well, I do not wish to be.
Yes.
And Rhaenyra does not really want to hear that.
Yeah. I don't think Rhaenyra wants to hear a lot of things. I think Alistair says something similar, not about the dragons, but how just the crown can make you change you. And now, as you mentioned, Helena's talking about how dragons changes you as well too. But it's so much true. Oh man, it's just like she's going down this road of insanity, and she's really becoming like Maelor of the crew. Magor, what's his name? Magor.
Maegor, yeah.
It's not good for her.
She's turning into something, and it's definitely affecting her and not in a good way.
No. And it's funny. I'm trying to find slowly but surely. I'm trying to find different ways to have compassion for her and support her cause. But I mean, I'm seeing her do these things and treating these people these ways. And I'm like, the good soul is like, I don't know, but that's what I love about the beauty of the show. It really, really makes you have confliction, conflict within your own self. Like, man, I know I said I was Team Black, but am I really Team Black? I mean, I know Team Reed is
Maybe.
horrible, but yeah, sounds pretty
Maybe.
good.
I will say that the show, believe it or not, the show probably paints Rhaenyra in a better light than the book does.
Really? Because the show's kind
Yeah,
of.
Rhaenyra in the book is is definitely not the realm's delight by the end.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to read. I think I am gonna read the book after the series is over, and after because I know they said the fourth season is gonna be the final season. So when the series is over, I'm gonna go back and read the book and really truly do a compare and contrast of this, because if you're saying that she's even worse than the book, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And speaking of dreams and afternoon delights, we've got
Why would
our
you say
boy
that?
Aemond.
Why would you say that? Wait, I'm already trying to repress that. I've been very nervous to do this episode because of the scene, but you know what? Let's just get this over with. Afternoon delights. I see what you did there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Amen.
so Aemond has the dream about dear old mom.
Yeah. Dream or fantasy. Saying, right?
Well, so here's the thing though, right? Is I mean, obviously I don't know if it's a dream. I don't know if it's a vision that Alice is implanting in him somehow.
Really? Like a prophet, like prophetic vision?
Well, yeah, because she's there, right? It turns out that it's really her, and
I thought
she
that
makes
was
this
a dream. I thought he was dreaming it because he looked like he was having intercourse with Allison. And then as he's
right,
leaving, he does see mom, you know?
right. But that's my point. Is like he sees Allison show up, and she's wearing what she's actually wearing
Ooh, that's a good
in the
point.
dream. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, she's the Dowager Queen. I'm sure she has more than one coat, and
So
she shows up. She shows up almost exactly the same way as she did in the dream.
but Mike, you really think that Allison, will stoop that low to do that with her son? With her son?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
What I'm saying is Alice
yes.
it may not have been something that originated within Aemond. It may have been something that Alice did to him. Right? Because she has that crack later about how you Targaryen boys all want the same thing.
Okay.
Right? And she,
He sure
Damon,
did say that.
Damon slept in that bed and he had that weird dream about his mom.
He sure did.
And so this is the same place, the same bed, the same woman. And, not only is she like messing with his mind, I think, but like she says that, like this moment I'm going to give you a son. It's like she definitely has an agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm wondering if, even though to be fair, she hasn't necessarily shown a lot of magic, but on the other hand, like, have we ever seen her enter a room, or is
Mike,
she always just there?
you're messing with my mind right now. Because I never seen her enter a room. I'll see the goat will either see a goat or hear a sound, and then someone will look over and she's just there.
Right, and that's the way Allison appears. She's just there.
That's blew my mind. Do you think Allison's like a part of like Hero, a part of
No,
the
not at all. No, not at all. I think that Alice is using
not Allison,
the
Alice?
vision
Yeah,
of Alicent in order to get to Aemond because she knows
that's what he really
that
wants.
Targaryen boys have this weird mother thing going on. And so it's just kind of a thing that she's using to twist them. But it was Alice all along, you know?
It was Alice. Oh. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hope we get some answers next episode. Like,
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
in regards to that.
we're gonna come back to this happy family in a little bit. So we've got the Riverlands army is marching, and if there's any doubt in anybody's mind about whether or not Kristen Cole is in fact dead, I saw a lot of this. You know, do we see him die? Do we see the body? Blah 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 blah. I think we've settled that point.
You'll see a dead body, but yeah, they made it crystal clear, and they have the
They made it
audacity to still have the one of
head
the
on a
arrows
pike is a
is
pretty
still
good
in his
sign.
face.
That's fairly definitive.
Yeah. He's joining not Thailand, but who's the other Lannister that got the same special?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. Was it? No, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Thailand and Tywin. One of the Lannisters.
With his head on a pike?
But anyways, him. It was like the second episode. Remember that when David found out the news about Jace
Right.
from Mr. Strong? They're partying up.
Oh. In this show, for some reason, I was like going back to Game of Thrones. In this show, that was Tyland's brother.
Yes.
No. Tyland's brother was the one the Rivermen killed. They threw the head. I forget who it was.
Yeah. No, it was it. They had his head. And they put his head.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
the
yeah.
fight,
It was the brother. Yeah.
along with the lion, the Lannister lion. Yeah. So
right.
That's I call it the winter, the northern special.
Right. All right, so then we have Damon showing up at the Vale. He shows up at the Eyrie, and he wants to spend a little time with his BFF, Jane Eyre.
Yeah, I know he was just. And she had a little friend. Yeah, she's interesting. I think she's just. I think anybody from the area, from both these shows, there's some special people. Like they're just wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Definitely some weird stuff happening in that castle right there.
Yeah. And we're not talking about the moon door.
No. Well, the moon door had the cover on it, so we were safe.
Yes.
But so I was kind of right, because remember I said last week that I would think that I thought that maybe Jane Eyre would be the one who would tip off Rhaena to Rhaenyra. She wasn't, but she definitely wanted to be.
Yeah. Yeah, save her own butt, because if Rhaenyra would have found out that
100%.
You know, David should have did that too. Like, well, I would have. If I was him, I would have told Rhaenyra, so on hindsight, Lady Jane's been hiding her all along. We should really go after her. It was just some wild stuff. And just to see him so humble and coming back and just say like, yo, why would you do this? Like, why would you kick her out and all this stuff?
She does get him to use the magic word.
The villagers gossip of a wild girl in the mountains living amongst nettles and sheep. I am finished with the matter. It is in my best interest now to alert the Queen to her flight.
No. You may blunt Rhaenyra's wrath, but you will not evade it. Give me a day. Please.
She has been here and there, seeking news of Vega.
It was a very funny but uncomfortable scene for me. Uncomfortable, but in a funny way.
Yeah. No, these two are there. There's actually quite a bit of comedy in this,
Oh,
or
wow.
like unintentionally or mildly intentionally funny moments in this.
I
Um,
yeah.
speaking of mildly unintentionally funny, is Alan making a play for Bela?
He sure was. He was shooting his shot. He
And
was shooting his
she
shot.
shut him down pretty quick.
She's like, oh, your brother.
Oh, you've been talking to your brother.
You must have been talking to your brother because we did some things.
And
Some things
he's
that
doing
should
the
not
old
be
what?
said.
What?
He's like, what? He's like, I got a dragon. You
He's
got a
like,
dragon.
look, dragon, look, a dragon.
Yeah, like that's all I need to put on my resume. She's like, I got a dragon too.
Yeah. Sea Smoke was listening. Sea Smoke just saved him. Sea
Yeah.
Smoke was like, I gotta make a distraction. Look, dragon.
This is not looking good. Yeah, this is not looking good for you. It's interesting. It's so funny because like I would have never thought. Originally, I would have probably thought, yeah, they would have made a good company. But when I seen her with Adam, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. But see the little triangle of this,
Uh-huh.
what is going on here? It is interesting too because I know she's Targaryen and the Valerians, but I didn't know Valerians kind of they interbreed with the family as well too.
Yeah. So they're like her like
They're uncles.
uncle? Yeah.
Yeah, both of them. It's some weird stuff,
Yeah.
man. I'm saying.
So yeah, it's a weird thing. But that's how things roll in Valerian families, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess not Valerian. I knew Targaryen, but now Valerian too. And I know Valerians are partly related to the Targaryens, but I'm like, golly, you gotta take the same customs and everything too. But all right. All right, let's to make the story more interesting. We'll go with it. We'll go on with it.
Right.
Well, yeah,
So
that's.
Allison, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Allison, yeah.
Allison does show up in the flesh,
Oh man.
and so she comes to see Aemond, and she's got her guy with her, Sir Adrian.
Who was that? Wasn't he the main bodyguard for Rhaenyra too?
Yeah, he's one of the Kingsguard, one of the Queen's guards.
Queen's guards, right? Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
was. He was.
He was. He's not anymore. He's not gardening. He's guarding dirt right now. He's a dirt guard.
He definitely guarded the dirt.
Yeah. And then there's Alice, and she just pops up, and she's like, "Oh, supper time!"
Where are they getting this?
Like
food
not
out
even
of?
acknowledging the dead guy on the ground.
Yeah, they just leave the body. They leave the dead body there. That's the funny thing. They leave the dead body there, and now no one.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
you all have supper. Blood's still on in his hand, and you have to eat. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right here.
Well, I mean, there's nobody left to pick him up because they killed everybody.
They sure did.
So maybe the green men will come get him.
Ooh. Or the White Walkers. I might be messing up a little more and stuff, but that was for
Maybe.
joke's sake.
So then we get this kind of weird
Yeah.
luncheon.
It was very awkward. I felt like I was at the table and I felt very
No. I'm talking before that. I'm talking about the one with Ormond and Corlys.
Oh.
Because we skipped to that. We skipped to that next.
We sure did. That was just as awkward too. Now, was that before the finger or after?
This was before the finger. Because remember at the end,
Yeah.
like Corlys was like so first, like Ormond just does this thing that he does where he just goes one step too far, right? Because he makes this whole point about like why the Targaryens.
Finished with your instruction.
What do you see in them anyway? The Targaryen element. You're a traveled man. You've seen the world's wonders. Why limit yourself in tedious alliance to the brutish and the incurious? Your wife, of course, was of their blood. That ended all too predictably. I would think, after having seen how they devour one of their own,
I would like to return to my cell.
And he's like, you're a traveled man, you're an educated man, you've been around the world. They're brutes, they're uneducated, they're incurious. Like, why would you spend your time with them? And it's almost like Corlys is kind of like listening to him, but
Right.
then he's got to go to Rhaenys.
He went to he could have kept his wife's name out of it.
You could have just kept your mouth shut, buddy.
I'm shocked that Corey didn't do a Will Smith. You know what I mean? Got up, slapped him in the face, and told him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. Kept this phone. Oh, you know I love to. One thing out of Corlys is one of my favorite characters because he really is a very shrewd and smart man. Like, he did it with the first season, and he did it in this season as well. They're about to pour some wine, but immediately he does not break eyes with Ormond. He puts his hand over the cup. Like he said, you're not going to get me tipped. You're not going to get me tipsy. You're not going to get me kill this judge. Or,
you're not going to poison me, or you're not going to get me drunk.
Yeah, and he did that originally. I don't know if you ever caught that in the first season when Rhaenyra was trying to pour him something, but he was like, he's in their council. But it's like so small details like that. Like he stays true to his character like that. It's very smart, man. So,
no, absolutely. When it's business time, it's business time. It is not pleasure time. It's not we're going to get a little tipsy and do a business meeting. Business is business, and he stays pretty much straight on it. So that's when, he's like, fine, I want to go back to my, when he stepped over the bounds, talking about Rhaenys, talking about, oh, your wife was one of them, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm out. Take me back to my cell. And that's when Ormond picks up the knife, and he's like, one more thing. So that's when, obviously, he went to go for the finger. It's like you couldn't just send the ring? Like, that would have been enough.
I didn't catch that. I know, right? Golly, you have to really need a
lock of hair, like maybe?
Shows. Lock of hair. You know what? At least he wasn't like Ramsay Bolton. He could have sent them another gift. You'll get if you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, agree, Jordy.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No, absolutely.
Okay,
that would have been really awkward.
That would have been very awkward. Yeah, I guess you truly are the real head maker of other. Okay. Go ahead, Mike. Continue.
yeah. Let's move on. So we have Lord Manderley, who is not very happy with the situation or the position that he's been put in.
Oh, that was a funny scene.
Petitioners, you named me responsible for the current financial grievances in the city. I hardly believe.
Well, what have you done to alleviate them?
What can I do? I have advocated for a tax. It has fallen on deaf ears. Dribbles of gold are spent as fast as they are gathered. It's as if I have been installed here as some sort of scapegoat.
It's almost as if I was a scapegoat. And the fact that Rhaenyra didn't say nothing about it, like, she's, basically, you are.
Yeah. She's like, oh, what am I to do about it?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do something about it? And he's like, what am I supposed to do? It's almost as if you brought me here, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah. Massaria's face was funny, too. She was like, he's figuring it out.
Yeah. And then Tabitha Frey has got to put her 2 cents in.
Oh, yeah.
And, if blah, 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 and Harrenhal and this, that. And Rhaenyra's like, you know what? Just take it.
Just take it. Bye.
Just take it.
Bye.
Just take it. Go get your guys and go over there.
Has been successful in his endeavor, of course. Then there is the small matter of Harrenhal.
Just take it.
Your Grace?
Return to the twins and lead the men you have left there to Harrenhal.
This I will do gladly.
If Aemond is dead, all the better. But in any case, you shall occupy it again and leave no place.
Take it. It's yours.
Yeah.
And, if Aemond's not there, cool. If Aemond's there, maybe you got to deal with that. But,
Yeah. But you know what? That tells me, too, That gives me a foreshadow. I don't think she's gonna be alive next episode because they're probably gonna have a scene with her arriving and Amy's gonna take care of business. Maybe that's my
And
opinion.
it's just and then she's like right back to Vagar. Tell me about Vagar, tell me about this, that. It's like she's got this, one track mind that she's just focused on.
She needs to really open up her eyes and see the issues that's really all around her. Like I know you want vengeance, and I was so upset when what's his name, Alan and no Adam and Bela came in and gave the news about the sheep stealer. While she's talking about Vagar stuff, I'm like, you guys are focusing on the wrong things. The wrong things.
Yeah.
Tell her this after the fact that she handles the small folk, the big folks, the handling the whole King's Landing.
Oh no, absolutely, 100%. Then we find out real quick. We find out that the Mutant army is coming, and they are looking for Tywin Lannister. So that's not cool.
Nope.
And now we have the most awkward dinner since the Red Wedding, or since the Purple Wedding.
Oh.
It's like one of these things. It's like, you're introducing your girlfriend to your mom, and they're not getting along.
Mm-hmm. But that's all. But this is unique because he's introducing his girlfriend to his mom, but he also has a crush on his mom.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
It's very much weird, and she's honestly so funny. Who is?
I really don't know who this woman is.
Yeah, and who are you? She said, "Oh."
I still don't understand who this woman is.
She is a lady and a maester of sorts. The care of the castle has fallen to her for now. I've decided to stay here with her and make this place my seat.
Your seat?
Was that not what you yourself suggested?
But you're right. It's like a combination of you're having dinner with your mom and your girlfriend, but also you're having dinner with your crush and your girlfriend. All that combined into one awful, awful meal. And, Eamon is just kind of playing it for what it is. He's like, oh, first he's buttering up Alice, and she's a lady, and she's a maester, and I'm going to stay here with her, and we're going to...
Yeah, he
this
said
is going to be where... He did. He said, I'm going to stay here with her and make this my seat from which I can rule. But then he's like, and mom's going to be here.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be staying. She's going to be chilling here, too. He's about Helena.
Yeah, this is like the young married couple. It's like, my mother's going to live here with us.
Oh, we don't mind that, by the way. We got so many rooms here. Right, Mom?
And Alice does not want the mother-in-law moving in.
Alice is just like, what did I get myself into? I just want to be out, be free, look out the window, watch my daughter Helena play with her chickens. And here I am in this creepy castle with my son that has a crush on me, who I also got to kill. And now there's apparent witch here that's feeding us.
Except that the guy I brought to kill him is dead.
Yeah. So now I got to do the job myself.
Right. So she goes out to get the knife from Sir Adrian's body.
That cracks me up again too. Like they really did leave the body. Had dinner.
They just left him right there.
And the body's still not even cold, Mike. The body's still not cold. It's still warm. And, and she's grabbing that knife out.
She's grabbing the knife out, but then she sees the nightshade.
Yep.
So, all right, we have a plan, So now we're back in Rook's Rest or near Rook's Rest, and we see our old friend Tangletongue, who lets the guys know that the Mutants are here. They know Tylan's here. They're looking for him. This is why they're here. They came here because they heard that he was here, and everybody's running away, and so there's like this bit with with Laris and Aegon and
Do
Tylan.
not run, Your Grace, you will die.
Then I'll die. But not as a fugitive. Unknown, covered in dust. Not with an arrow in my back or trapped like a fox in a hole.
This is absurd. Sir Tylan, I entreat you to reason with His Grace.
I'll make my stand here. And be buried as a king. With my dragon.
I will not have the histories say that I was slain in ignominy by my own brother.
Which I got to give it to Aegon. Like Aegon, he's like, I'm going to make my stand. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to die with an arrow in my back. I'm not going to die letting people think that my brother killed me.
Yeah.
I'll die here with a sword in my hand. And, this whole adventure seems to have a lot of growth in our boy Aegon.
Yeah.
He seems to really be coming around.
Yeah, he's definitely not the same Aegon that we've seen like throughout season 2. Season 2, he seemed very unfit. He seems very narcissistic, very all about himself, very crazy. No, I should say that because he did care about his son and stuff like that. But he was immature, playing with his friends and all this stuff. And then season 3 really allowed him to have this journey. He's been very humble. I think even him kissing that guy's shoe, all that crap on it, humble him, allow him to see some things, talk to Larry. He went through a big change of growth and never seen the results of this growth. Which is very nice to see. And
Absolutely.
Here's my problem, Mike. I was dead 10 toes down on hating Aegon, man. You would have talked to me 2 years ago. I would have looked at you crazy if you would have told me that I'm feeling conflicted. That I was like I'm legit rooting for Aegon. I would have looked at you crazy. I was like, you must be lost your mind. But here we are.
And Aegon is turning into the man a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this. I agree with you, and
you like him, or you like the fact that you like him?
Both. He's like, I really, what got me upset? When Helena made the comment in our previous season, she said that Aegon, I think she was talking to Aemon. She said that, Aegon will sit on the throne again. There's a prophecy out, so please, I don't think it's a spoiler, but this is what she said. She said it in the second episode of second season. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't like to hear that. But man, I mean, you was asking me a little bit right now. I'm like, I mean, people weren't suffering that bad as they're suffering right now, Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And that's what it's really about. It's about the people. Don't you agree, Mike?
I do. Absolutely. 100%. So Laris wants to go. It's like, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Tylan, to his credit, is like, you know what? I'm gonna stay. I'll stay with him. Because I think he knows what's coming if he gets caught, so he'd rather die fighting.
Yeah, but he was funny. Laris was funny too. Now to be on this part, he just flat out said, "Time, just give yourself up." Like, wow, like really? But I would have looked at him like, wow, really? Really? Yeah, just give yourself up. Like,
He's like, I'm a cripple. I wouldn't help you that much. I'd get in your way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell stories, sing songs. I'm gonna make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, you're gonna have people are gonna be remembering your name for a while. Don't worry, I got you, bud.
He's absolutely not going to, but
anything to keep him safe.
Exactly.
So
he bails out, and those guys are standing there, and now we get to the good part.
Yes,
good part.
That famous meme.
That's it. We see Sheep Stealer and Rhaena flying around, but then all of a sudden, boom! There's another dragon there.
Yes.
Praxis takes a swipe at him. They're on the ground. and they're talking, and I like a couple things here. I like the fact that like Rhaena is like, I can't control him.
Yeah.
Don't freak him out.
See, I need to show
But
you. He has
also,
to take his meds. Yeah, he has to take his meds. Yeah. He's just he's freaking him out.
but also I like that Damon is like kind of weirdly trying to be a father here and trying to be like, look, all right, maybe we got this plan. Maybe we can take down Vagar together. Maybe we can work on this. Like you can't, but maybe we can.
Yeah.
And I think he's really just trying to make a crossroads into, rebuilding his relationship with her a little bit.
Oh, okay,
And
yes.
but then here comes stepmom.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She
And I
had
think
no
it's telling,
business.
right? That I think it's telling that like because it was Bela and Adam,
Yeah.
and they saw her, and they
Yeah.
went back to tell Rhaenyra, but Rhaenyra comes back with Adam, not with Bela.
Yeah, you're right. Rhaenyra wanted she's like Dana. She's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Like Jay,
Right.
y'all not gonna take care
You
of
stay.
business.
You stay here. I'm still mad at you. You stay here.
I'm still mad. I can't look at you right now. She says, well, oh.
So now we got, go ahead.
No, she'll say how Rhaenyra ran. And see, now we got it was like a free-for-all battle. I thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got 4 dragons on the ground. We got people yelling at each other. Rhaenyra, who finally sees Rhaena and figures out that this is what's been going on, and that Damon's been lying to her.
Yeah.
She was Sheepstealer's rider! All this time, you knew. This is finished!
For me, watching all of this unfold was so tense, so high. It really was. It was such a hard watch. It was a fun watch, but a hard watch to see that because at the same time, she's trying to run. David's trying to protect her. Rhaenyra's there. Rhaenyra's trying. She's going back through her stages of grief again. Then, she's also trying to process the fact that you said that David lied to her after she had a conversation with Rosaria saying that David will never do no such thing. Let yourself to me and stuff. She wants David out the picture. So this is all for her right now. And
yeah,
it was. And poor sheep stealer. She's still like, what? Because all I want to do is just fly, eat some sheep. And now y'all got me into this. He's looking at Rhaenys. You got me into this business right now.
But sheep stealer, he held his own out there.
He sure did.
So I was thinking about this, right? So, you got to consider the fact that, because I saw people being like, oh, well, how did sheep stealer like get Syrax and whatever? It's like you have to think about the fact that the idea that none of these dragons have ever fought another dragon.
Yeah.
None of the Targaryen dragons have been involved in anything that involved fighting other dragons, because as long as any of them have been alive, and that includes Vagar, they've all been on the same side. Like the last dragon to kill a dragon was Balerion, like 200 years ago. So these none of these the only dragons who maybe have experience fighting other dragons are the 3 wild dragons, because they probably fight each other, and that's Sheepstealer, Cannibal, and Grey Ghost. They're just out there doing their thing, and they probably skirmish with each other and stuff. So Sheepstealer is like kind of like a street thug,
Yeah.
And he's probably got some experience, like kind of going at the other dragons, and he gets the Palace Princess Syrax down in the chokehold pretty quick. And it's just like, Syraxis, the schoolyard bully. All right, so we're in this battle, and Rhaenyra grabs Rhaena, and she flies away. Adam flies away, and Damon's was like, I got this. I'll take care of this. But then he lets Sheepstealer live.
Yeah, he sure did.
I don't know what he's got up his sleeve there.
He really, I think, you know what though? Like, I know what happened. She lost her son, and because of Sheep Stealer and Rhaena. But you're in the middle of a war. And Rhaena, believe it or not, is Team Black.
Yeah.
So
So you need
if
all the
he could
dragons you can
train
get.
him, huh?
So you need all the dragons you can get.
You can need. Oh, she don't even know it, but she's really gonna need all the. Mike, she's gonna really need all the dragons she can get.
That's true. Although I don't know how interested Sheep Stealer is going to be in helping anybody right now.
He's like, after what y'all just did to me, he said, we have to talk. They're gonna have to offer him 1,000 sheep and an apology letter from all the dragons and
That's it.
Rhaenyra.
And you keep that goofy long neck dragon away from me.
Keep them away from me, and we good.
I could take that little gold one. I could take her down. But you keep that ugly one away.
Keep that one ugly, yes. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Mr. Syraxes.
Oh, that was intense.
All right, so we got Masari and Sylvie, just a little thing. I like this scene a little bit though. I like Masari getting a little bit back at
Is
her.
that why you called me here? To look on the trappings so that someone would hold you in awe?
This was a mistake.
How common I must seem to you.
That will be all.
Some advice, my lady. These people are not your own. You would do well to...
Yeah, at
when they're in the throne room.
Yeah, that was wild.
And Sylvie's like, "Oh, you thought you'd bring me in here and show me your trinkets and your baubles, and you thought I'd be all impressed?"
She said, "Yeah, that's exactly what the point is. Get her out of here."
that plan's not working.
Yeah, she said, "Yeah, that ain't gonna work." That was wild. She said, "You used to be like one of us, and don't forget, you still are one of us just because you got some power now."
You're gonna stand there in that silk dress that will cost a year's worth of my earnings, and
She definitely did say that.
I'm supposed to be impressed by you?
Yeah, like. She said, "I'm not impressed." Well, okay, not impressed yourself out of the throne room. She was basically saying, "Listen, Rhaenyra's crazy, but I'm still here. I can help make these decisions." I think that's gonna come back and bite her so bad. She needs to be careful.
I think she really does. I think she really does need to be careful because she's walking a very fine line now. And you know, Sylvie's right. She's right when she says that because Massaria is not one of them. And she's useful, but we all know how Targaryens treat useful people. They're great until they're not useful anymore.
Exactly. And Rhaenyra has a gift of making people betray her. So I'm sure she's gonna do something.
It does kind of work out that way, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, you know, a little hunch here and there. She's awash and must adhere to other things. Well, I gotta learn that line that she said. I'm feeling awash. I'm like, ma'am, you better read the room for those that are willing to help you out.
Seriously.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though if something happens next episode, with it, especially being the season finale.
With those two?
Yeah, with Masara and Rhaenyra. And we'll see some more true intentions or true motives of her, of the White Warrior.
Yeah, we probably will. So Alicent goes through with her plan to poison Aemond. Gives him, butters him up, and then look, I made you a drink. I made you
just like how you used to like it. You used to love it like this.
And I love Alice. Like when Aemond comes to her and he's like falling over, he's like, "Help!" And she's like, "Idiot,
idiot."
She just leaves him.
She did. I thought she wanted to go get it, like to go assist him. She
just left. I mean, look, I'm sure he's going to be fine. I mean, he's
Oh yeah.
literally in her potion room. I'm sure she's got a little something there that'll take care of it
She's
pretty
probably
quick.
letting him just
She's gonna
letting him
let him deal with his stupidity
consequence.
for a minute or two.
Yeah. And she warned him. She says your mother is surrounded by evil. She's shrouded with evil.
Right.
And he's like, nah, that's my mom, man. Just chill. You worry too much. Don't stress out about it. And lo and behold, look what happened.
Yeah. Exactly. So then Damon comes to try to apologize to Rhaenyra, and
She was not happy.
that does not go very well.
What about her telling her handmaid to stay?
Yeah.
And
You
she was
stay.
acting with that face. She said, I do not. I want no parts of this. You really want me
Yeah.
to stay? Oh,
This is
okay.
not going to be lovey time.
No lovey-dovey time. You would have thought she was just like,
Yeah. I think she's pretty, although she treated him nicer than I thought she would, but
yeah.
I have the feeling this is pretty much going to be it for him in terms of his relationship with Rhaenyra. We'll see.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that the fact that he lied to her, that he just lied. We know he's doing it to protect his daughter, but the fact of the matter is he still lied to her.
He lied. Yeah, well, I want to put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Right, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So we have just a couple quick scenes. Bela and Rhaena get back together again. Alan gets the finger delivered, the old finger delivery.
He sure does.
And now we have this. We're coming down the back stretch here. We got this other set of weird dreams Helena's having.
Yeah.
And it's kind of this sequence, right? So she has the first one is she's giving birth to a child.
Yep.
And immediately one of the Kingsguard takes the child away from her. And then she's on her dragon. She's on Dreamfire. We finally get to see Dreamfire.
Yeah, beautiful dragon.
Three, almost the end of the third season. We finally get to see Dreamfire. Blue spikes. She's making it work. And, so we have her and it's hard to see, but it looks like maybe she's got her children with her. She's kind of a little out of focus. They're doing a little focusing. They're doing a little artistic thing. But it looks like maybe if you look at it closely, maybe there's a little blonde hair behind her.
Oh.
So maybe this is her trying to escape. Trying to get out.
Yeah.
And then we see her in the yard with the kids and the chickens.
The chickens
Got her
are
chickens, raising her chickens. But then we see that there's an eclipse, and then we see snow.
Anytime you see a Targaryen in a dream with some snow,
Not good.
To me, it's not a good look.
Not a good look. No. Last time we saw that was Daenerys dreaming a vision in the throne room, and it was snowing in the throne room.
And she almost touched the throne. Almost.
So yeah.
It's make me feel like that Helena almost had them chickens. I don't know. I really don't know.
And the gray mare was also in the yard there.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how true this is, but I have read that in some literature that a gray mare is a symbol of a woman's intuition.
Oh.
So it could be that this mare showing up is just cluing us into the fact that Helena, her dreams usually in some form or another, her dreams happen. So
yeah.
They may not be literal, like they may be, like a metaphor for something. But it's just interesting, like this sequence of events. Like she has a child, she tries to escape with her children, maybe, and then she thinks she's at peace, and then winter comes, and we all know what winter coming means.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Oh, my poor sweet Helena. I'm still rooting for you.
Here's to hoping.
Yeah. I have to always tell myself, Justin, you have to understand, when it comes to watching Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, there's no such thing as a happy ending.
I heard Ramsey Bolton say that one time.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Were you expecting a happy ending?
Yeah, I think he said, oh, I don't know, I have the clip here somewhere.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Oh my gosh. That hurts. Mm-mm.
So then we get Rhaenyra and Mysaria.
Oh, yeah. Getting their freak on.
So it's kind of this weird scene, right? Because at first, like, Rhaenyra is like kind of like she's really coming at Mysaria. She's going in on her.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, okay.
She's like, you're trying to drive a wedge between me and my husband. You're trying to do this. You're trying to do that. You're trying to make me like, like you or something. She's really kind of going in on her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, okay, sexy time. It's just, it's a weird switch.
Yeah. If you were somebody that was watching that scene, then you got up to use the bathroom and get some popcorn. It came back.
Yeah, wait a minute. Was there another scene that I missed?
Haven't seen this?
Did you fast forward?
Yeah. Did you fast forward all this? Because I know how she was going at her. There ain't no way they're going at it like this.
But here's the thing that I wanted to loop back to, right? Because you had mentioned that Daemon was lying to her, and he did. He lied to her about Baela. He lied to her about Sheepstealer. But for the most part, when it comes to like how to rule and strategy and that type of stuff, he is usually bluntly honest with her in telling her what he thinks she should do, what she shouldn't do. And then she goes to Mysaria and she's like, do you think I'm worthy? And Myssaria's like, you never been more. Do we know why Mysaria is French, by the way?
I don't. I feel like her voice, her accent is so annoying.
Well, this week she's French, so she's like,
well, no.
She's like, you've never been more worthy. So, and it occurred to me, right, like this difference between Aegon and Rhaenyra, because Aegon, we saw last week, like Aegon turned away from the person who tells him what he wants to hear to the person who is bluntly truthful with him, even if that person has got their own agenda. And Rhaenyra is doing exactly the opposite.
Absolutely.
Like Daemon is bluntly honest with her. He has his own thing going on, but he tells her the truth when it comes to how to rule and what kind of strategy they should have.
Yeah.
Mysaria is lying her butt off to get what she wants. And that's who Rhaenyra... Aegon's going to honesty no matter how much it hurts. Rhaenyra is just going to, this is what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And it just kind of struck me the difference between the two of them.
I love the parallels that they put in this show, and I wasn't catching that until you mentioned it. So thank you so much. That is a brilliant take on it, and it should really be noted on the comparisons between Aegon and Rhaenyra.
Yeah, I mean we had Daemon and Aemond, and now we have these two.
Yeah,
and we're. I don't think it's much of a jump or much of a spoiler to say we're going to wind up with a couple of confrontations
Oh,
Because,
absolutely.
we're gonna
Colliding.
definitely wind up with a Daemon Aemon confrontation because it would be awful if we didn't. And we're gonna have to wind up with the Rhaenyra Aegon confrontation. And so just setting these two pairs of people up, I think is actually something they've done pretty well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if it's gonna be it's gonna probably be season 4. So season 4 is shaping up to be a very good season as well too. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean, there's only but so much things they can do left. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot they could do, but I don't know that I don't think they're actually even going to get to all of it. I think we're
Mm.
gonna and that's a conversation obviously for another day once we get to the end of it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but like I
Please,
think
yeah.
I think there's going to be stuff that they're going to leave on the table
Because I also even think about
because they only have 8 episodes or 9 episodes left.
9 episodes. And that's just HBO's being nice. It'll make sure to give us 8 episodes next season.
Yeah,
Not
but
shorten
honestly, like this one felt to me like almost like episode 7 of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know why they changed the format. I don't get it. We
They
need
did it for
more.
they did it to save money.
More shit. It's just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Man, don't even
Go
forget.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you talk about in regards to Darren, because that's a third party. Because Ormond doesn't like the Greens either. Like he doesn't like the Targaryens of the Greens of the Targaryens.
Right.
He's very precious against all Targaryens, and he doesn't want to see Aegon on the throne. He doesn't want to see Rhaenyra on the throne. He doesn't want to see Aemon on the throne. He
Right.
prefers to see
Darren, who's also a Targaryen, but he's
Yeah.
trying to like beat the Targaryen out of him. When
He really is.
when Darren asked him that question, like he's talking about, oh, the Valyrian men will come and blah 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 blah, and Darren's like, how does that help us? And man, he gave him a death stare.
He sure did. I'm like, oh, I feel like there's a lot of tension between those two, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see something. I think see Darren at the last minute, rebel against Ormond.
Yeah, and we didn't even really talk about that. Like he had this conversation with Gawain, and he was like, they were talking about Ormond, and it's like, he's not going to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what, he's not going to stop. And Darren was kind of like, look, I don't care. I don't want the crown.
Then what? Have us all march to the gallows? You could fly away onto Sarian without you as a pretext for...
He would continue as he began. Where would I go? Who would receive a king who left his own men to their ruin? I have no fear of insignificance, Gwen. Rhaenyra may keep a crown for all I care.
Nope.
I'm fine. I'm fine with nobody knowing who I am.
All right, Jon Snow.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I don't want it. I don't want it. You will wear the crown. You will wear it well. I'm like Varys. Like, it's not what you want. It's what we all want.
Maybe we'll get Darren. We'll just fly off onto Sarian and
go see his mom.
Go see his mom. Go or just fly off. I'm just going. I'm off. Well, you don't ever see me again. He'll go. He'll pull a Laenor.
Ah, yes, swimming like he rode off into the sea.
That's it. But speaking of dragons, we come to my favorite part of the episode. My favorite scene of the episode. The best part.
Oh, I already know.
You already know. Well, there's only one thing left. So the Mootons catch up with Aemon or with Aegon and Tyland. And they're like, Neil, swear your fealty. And they're like, and Aegon's like, ain't doing that, bro. Not gonna happen. And he gives this ridiculous over the top speech that I absolutely love. Like, behold me, Aegon Targaryen.
Behold me now! I am Aegon Targaryen! Viserys' true heir! The sixth king of the Andals! And the Rhoynar! And the first men! I was anointed by the High Septon in the light of the Seven! And it is in their light that I stand before you now! Strike me down! And the stranger will take retribution.
He is all out of what to give. He's like, this is where it's going to be. This is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be. And I'm wondering if, like, somewhere in his mind, he knew that Sunfire was awake.
He never doubted, though. When he reunited with Sunfire, he knew.
He knew that Sunfire was alive. He insisted that, and he kept insisting to go back.
Yeah.
And it was pretty obvious when you listen to it. Like, when he starts talking, you could hear the dragon.
Yeah. And watching to see the people reacting to hearing the dragon,
right,
backing up. Oh, that was hilarious.
And then he goes off with this attack, this maniacal laugh after he says Dracarys.
That was funny, man. That was a picture perfect meme for me, man. So what's up?
What's up? And
yeah, that was glorious. And I love the poetic part. They both got a scarred face. Sunfire has a scarred up, messed up face. Aegon is, but that don't count them out though.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I didn't clock that. That's a good observation. I didn't figure that.
Right?
They're like, they're connected in that way.
Yes, sir.
And so, there go the Mootons. Little smoked salmon there outside of Rook's Rest.
I love me some salmon though. Don't play.
And then all that's left is we find out that we thought that Ormond's piece on the board was Corlys, but it's not.
It is Shorty. And I'm not mad at him about it. I mean, he's still grimy, but I'm not mad. They treated him wrong.
They did.
Should I say Sir Elf? Oh, Lord Elf.
Lord Elf.
He's about to be Lord, have his own castle.
That's right. He wanted a honey hole. He wanted a honey hole.
He sure
did.
And
I was like, you don't want honey. You don't want that junk. The seat of House Beesbury. You don't want that.
Honey hole. Honey holes. Honey hole is a trifle. It seems that Driftmark itself may soon be without a master. Lord of the Tides. What do you think of that?
You want Driftmark. Although I will point out that the Greens did set High Tide on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And they did destroy Spicetown, so there's not a lot left of Driftmark right now.
Man, don't do it.
But I'm not really sure that Ormond has a long-term follow-through going on in his mind anyway.
I don't think so either.
We'll see. But it's one more dragon. And Silverwing is, a pretty big dragon.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a problem.
Lots of problems happening for Rhaenyra.
And then if we watch the preview, we see there's definitely the bat. So they're definitely doing Tumbleton next week. What else they're doing, I don't know, but they're definitely going to do at least part of the battle. See, so in the book there were 2 different Tumbleton battles that happened like a day after. Like there's one, and then like everybody like took a breath, and then there's another one.
Oh
they
my
they
God.
may combine it, or they may do one this season and one, the beginning of next season, or they may just kind of continue it through, because sometimes they condense the storytelling and they just do, we're just going to do this. We don't have to draw, we don't have the luxury of drawing it out like the book does. But we're definitely getting we got dragons this week. We're definitely getting a battle next week.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
And then we will definitely have ourselves a long breakdown when that comes down. And a recap of the season and figure out where we go from there, and the long winter until we have more House of the Dragon.
Absolutely. The long wait starts for us next week.
We may have other stuff to do though.
I hope so, man.
I have ideas.
Yes.
But that's it. You got anything else?
No, I thought it was a phenomenal episode. I just can't wait for the season finale next week. It's gonna be so good.
It is. It's gonna be good. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Check out the rest of our content, and we will catch you next week at Tumbleton.
I'll be there. Well, oh, yeah, I'll be there.